Tonight on WFA Reborn, it's the one we've all been waiting for. Scott Reed, Brandon Locke, one-on-one. Let's get to it. Man, does WFA know how to start things off hot? Women's action, the championship on the line. It's going to be a great contest.
First, the Providence, Rhode Island, Liviyah!
That's right, Liviyah here in the WFA, finally. One of the top Northeast women competitors looking to make a name for herself, and she's going to do it big here by challenging the champion on her very first go, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a very formidable opponent for our champion, Luscious Latasha. Going to be interesting to see how she fares here amongst the WFA faithful. Very well-rounded competitor as well. The champion is indeed going to have her hands full. And speaking of, the champion's music hits, and away we go. A burst of energy and a boatload of talent. Luscious Latasha is our WFA Women's Champion for a reason, taking on any and all comers, racking up big win after big win, and Liviyah perhaps her toughest challenge to date. And let's not forget, folks, last week, that fatal four-way women's match, we saw Davian come out ahead, and she is officially the #1 contender and will meet the winner of this matchup. You better believe Davian's going to be watching behind the scenes on a monitor very closely to this thing. Of course, she had her chance at Luscious Latasha, but Latasha was able to squeak away a victory with a roll-up. Liviyah, though, is no slouch. Big-time competition here. Big-time women's matchup. Title hoisted in the air. Bell is rang, and we are underway. We start the competitive feeling out process. Collar will tie up for both women here, meeting in the center of the ring, but neither edging ahead in that first exchange. Liviyah looks very focused here, and oh, there you see the boot to the midsection, taking the shortcut very early. Not giving Latasha any room here to outshow her in the opening minutes of this contest, but the champion has another idea in mind there. Low drop kick to the back, followed by her cartwheel splash coming in. Here we are, cover. But Liviyah only giving her a 1 before getting that shoulder up off the mat. Walking right into a body slam. She is up and down to the mat. And Luscious Latasha, quite the fighting champion. See her so often in this ring, giving it her all. And just gave it her all to Liviyah there again in the spine. Dragging her now to the middle. Great cover. Only 2 count though on that time on Liviyah, who was just absolutely rocked here from the offense of our champion. There's a reason that gold is around her waist, ladies and gentlemen, no doubt about it. Liviyah, though, again, nice shortcut there with the jawbreaker. And now picking her up and hot-shotting the champion across the top rope there. Liviyah has her firmly in charge here. A beautiful shoulder tackle taking her down. And Liviyah's first cover of the match now. Cover, count, and Latasha able to get that left shoulder up, of course. And now raining down with fits of fury is Liviyah. Upset that she was shown up by the champion so early on. She thought she had this thing in the bag with that shortcut with the kick to the midsection. But instead, Latasha proving why she's the champ. Liviyah now raining down with some strikes here, changing up her gameplay and getting a little bit more aggressive here. You like to see it. And now those shoulder tackles in the corner. Now driving Latasha. And there's a whole bunch of steel in that corner that doesn't agree with the human anatomy. Not a comfortable seat to be in. Oh, set for the ride there with a snap suplex. Beautiful cover. Latasha, though, we know all about her fighting spirit. We've seen it time and time again. Liviyah's going to have to do a lot more than that and bring the pain to Latasha in order to score victory and become the new WFA Women's Champion. Latasha, though, starting to fight back now, and Liviyah going to try to cut her off there with a strike of her own. Oh, she got planned here. Oh! Delivering her face first to that top turnbuckle and splashing her in the corner as well. My goodness, Liviyah really starting to bring the heat now. Looking coming off the far side here, what she got in mind. Oh! Drop kick right to the nose, and Latasha favoring. I don't know if she lost a tooth or busted her nose or something. Definitely got rocked with that thing, and we almost saw a new champion right there in that moment. Oh, Latasha is in some trouble now, folks. Liviyah has her literally on the ropes, choking the champion across that steel cable that is the middle rope. And folks, what about the main event tonight? Man, we have been waiting months and months. Brandon Locke and Scott Reed one-on-one. You're not going to want to miss it. Make sure you're staying tuned for that one. Oh! Latasha got the boot up on that second attempt of the splash in the corner there. And it seems like the champion has her second win here, fighting back against Liviyah. Shot to the chest. And another one. Looks like Liviyah's going to go for the ride here. Opposite side, and oh! Both women colliding center of the ring there. That one wasn't pretty. Back to an even playing field here. Both women down. Whoever rises to their feet first will have the advantage going into a very heated moment in this matchup. Got a three, both women getting up though. Liviyah up first, looking for that clothesline, but Latasha tucks it in, fires back with one of her own. Now Liviyah back up, eating a spinning back elbow from the champion. Luscious Latasha looking great here. And Liviyah in the corner now eats a splash of her own. And oh, there's that side kick there from Latasha. Liviyah on Dream Streak, doesn't know where she is. This is going to be a two, and no. Latasha somehow, someway getting that shoulder up at the very last second. This match continues. Now Latasha looking to close the deal here. Shooting Liviyah off the ropes once again. Missing the clothesline. Liviyah, what she got here? Oh my goodness, she just ripped the champion in half with a spear. Is this it? The end of the reign of Latasha? No. Champion also getting the shoulder up here. Both women showing their tenacity in this thing. Showing their prowess here, their fighting spirit. Liviyah now going for a German suplex perhaps. Latasha though, here it is. Oh! The drive-by kick right to the face, firmly planted. So are her shoulders, and Luscious Latasha retains. Valiant effort by Liviyah, however, it's going to take a Mack truck to put away Luscious Latasha. Still rightfully women's champion. Oh, wait a minute there, I mentioned Davian earlier. There she is.
I just came out here to congratulate you on another successful title defense. Because there's money last.
Oh, shots called there.
And the #1 contender for the WFA Women's Championship.
What a match.
Cashing in that opportunity at the biggest show of the year, Gateway to Glory in June. Oh, yeah. So luscious. Hold on to that title, because I'm going to Davey end your title reign.
Shots called indeed.
I beat you before, and I will do it again.
A little bit of a fire back there from the champion, and these two women are gonna go at it, ladies and gentlemen, for the championship, and maybe tonight, unless these referees get things under control here. What a matchup that's gonna be. Luscious Latasha and Damien, perhaps the two top women in the WFA women's division. They are gonna collide. You're not gonna wanna miss it. Make sure you subscribed if you haven't already. Plenty of women's action. But that one is gonna tear the house down. I'm going to give it up for the champion, the Luscious Latasha. Like I've said before, taking on any and all comers, and they don't get any badder than Damien. And folks, if you want to check us out live here in Concord, New Hampshire, there's only one way to do it. Check out this video to see when you can see us next. Back with more WFA action underway. Our main event tonight, Scott Reed and Brandon Locke, is gonna be a barn burner. Make sure you stay tuned for that. But right now, we're actually gonna see a protege from both men. First under the tutelage of Scott Reed, but has been scooped by the real deal, Brandon Locke. Not making any friends here, but has aligned himself with Locke. That's right, dope and filthy. What a change of demeanor of this young man who trained at the Elite Pro Wrestling Academy under the tutelage of Scott Reed. But now that he's turned his back on Reed, he has joined Brandon Locke, has shown a complete lack of respect for everyone here in WFA, for the WFA faithful here in attendance, for his trainer Scott Reed, and for any and all opponents that dare to step in the ring with him. A big mean streak in this guy, looking to prove himself, and with Brandon Locke giving him advice now, who knows what depths he's willing to stoop to score a victory. But we've got a debuting competitor here in the WFA. The American Hammer, Matt Quay, bursting onto the scene here in the WFA, and the crowd absolutely love it. And how can you not love that infectious spirit? This man has come to fight. And a fight he is in for with Dope and Filthy here tonight. Great reaction for Matt Quay. Here we go in the ring. There's the bell. Let's get this thing going.
All right, hold on.
Oh, a little Let's Go Hammer chant. Dope and Filthy ain't gonna like that one. Man's been in WFA for months now and hasn't got any sort of response like that. But that's what happens when you align yourself with someone with the likes of Brandon Locke, who's become obsessed with Scott Reed.
All right.
There we go. Looks like we're going to get things kicked off now after that little chant. Matt Quay extending the fists for a little bit of a respectful fist bump. But of course, like I said before, no respect from Dope and Filthy, looking for the shortcut, but instead Matt Quay had it scouted. And speaking of scouted, missing that drop kick there from Dope and Filthy. We got a stat man bringing Quay to the mat here, coming off the far side, missing with a kick of his own. Matt Quay though, nip up and out there, gets his kick in the end. And Dope and Filthy reeling after that shot, did not see it coming whatsoever. And it looks like US Quay is looking to fly. Takeoff granted, but no. Dope and Filthy again having him scouted. Perhaps doing his homework here, knowing he was about to face Quay. Now speaking of Quay, double springboard, but oh, missing a drop kick there. We tell you, Dope and Filthy really doing his research as he just mows over his opponents. And now looking to pick that ankle, perhaps looking for an ankle lock. We've seen him use that before here in the WFA. But oh, ever since aligning himself with Brandon Locke, the focus of Dope and Filthy, you can't deny, seems to really research his opponents. And now what do we got here? Quay in the ropes and a knife edge chop to the chest. It's going to make him think twice about getting back in the ring here in the WFA. Dope and Filthy now in the corner, driving Quay twice now. Quay's got to stay focused on his opponent instead of the official. Oh! Quay answers back with a knife edge of his own. But Dope and Filthy right hand. Come on, referee, get on him for that. No closed fists. Now Dope and Filthy back in control here, whipping Matt Quay to the far side. And now drop toe holds. Dope and Filthy staying on top of Quay here very well. And again to that ankle. He is trying for that ankle lock, no doubt about it. But Quay with a couple of great kicks of the boot there. Getting Dope and Filthy off of his ankle, but looking to favor it already. Oh, there it is again. Dope and Filthy with a great strategy here, it looks like. Targeting that ankle. Oh, looks like he's going to send US Quay for a ride here. The American Hammer about to get dropped, but no, fighting back, and Dope and Filthy instead change a game plan. A little closer to the ropes. Oh, trying to hang him out to dry, but Quay landing on his feet, and now looking for the opening here after picking that midsection. Up and over to the ropes, Matt Quay. Oh, just got met in the center of the ring there with a clothesline. A great lariat there from Dope and Filthy, but only getting a 2 count. Now again, staying on him. You can't argue with results. It seems to be working. Oh, no, instead, Quay floating him over. Ducking a clothesline, coming off the ropes, ducking a second one. Matt Quay gaining steam and firing back with a clothesline of his own. Hitting the ropes again there to pick up speed. Oh, Dope and Filthy, my goodness, they're smashing his head against the guardrail. Oh, and a second time as Matt Quay went for the ride there through the ropes. And it seems as the pace quickens, Matt Quay dictates this matchup. And right now, Dope and Filthy is looking a little dopey. He's on Dream Streak, center of the ring, double springboard drop kick and a shotgun drop kick from the Hammer. And this crowd is loving him. Now Quay looking to capitalize here. Dope and Filthy Trying to get back up to his feet here. Meets Quay in the center of the ring. We got a fireman's carry. What's he looking for? We'll never know because Dope and Filthy drops him hard. We got a cover. Up high on the shoulders. Beautiful predicament, but no. Only scoring a 2 count there on Quay. Man, this is perhaps Dope and Filthy's best in-ring performance to date here. Seems to be improving time and time again. The question is, what's it going to take here to put away his opponent, Matt Quay, tonight? Jaw-jacking his opponent instead of going on offense may cost him here. Oh, and talk about disrespect. That is the ultimate sign of disrespect in professional wrestling. Chopping a man on his back goes to show the new attitude here of Dope and Filthy and why he's not very well liked. But oh, Matt Quay waking up, feeling that disrespect and firing back with some knife-edge chops. A third one now. Dope and Filthy is in a lot of pain, but manages to get that knee to the gut to try to gain back control here. Looking for another snap mare, has him down. Oh, a second chop to the back. Again, the most disrespectful sign in professional wrestling to an opponent. Get a little overzealous with those chops, and it costs him big time. No! Dope and Filthy saw that boot coming after eating it a couple of times now, and he's got that ankle lock firmly applied here. Center of the ring, Matt Quay is in a ton of trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Dope and Filthy has that thing hooked deep. Matt Quay still trying, and thanks to the crowd, perhaps reinvigorating him to chase those ropes, but getting dragged right back to the middle. Oh, Quay again, so close, but Dope and Filthy has a great grip on that thing, great form. And it looks like Quay here is just about ready to tap out. He is really starting to feel it. Dope and Filthy has been picking at that ankle anytime he could, but is there enough damage done? Quay really debating his options here. You don't want to risk an injury. Hammer really trying to pull it together. Listen to this. Crowd firing up for Hammer. Oh, we got a cover here. Gets him over. Great escape. He did it! Matt Quay sneaking out a victory over Dope and Filthy. He let his guard down for just a second, and that's all it took. Dope and Filthy beside himself, but Brandon Locke is going to be none too pleased either. He's supposed to be focusing on his main event matchup, and instead he's going to have to deal with Dope and Filthy, who just got absolutely embarrassed there from Matt Quay, getting the high ground in that exchange. Dope and Filthy upset, and rightfully so. American Hammer Matt Quay stepped into his territory and showed him up. And listen to this response. Hopefully a sign of things to come. I hope we see a lot more of Matt Quay here in the WFA. Fantastic performance. A great showing. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen a lot of great action, but things are going to get turned up to another level here. Jersey Muscle back out here. We saw them recently in action absolutely tear apart their opponents, but when you look at the size of these two men, you can understand why. Jacked to the gills, a dying breed indeed in professional wrestling. Looking very forward to some more from these guys. I'm glad we got them back so soon. Looking to climb the ranks very quickly here in the WFA Tag Team Division.
And their opponents, accompanied by
Another debuting team here in the WFA. A little bit of some different characters, to say the least. Very different personalities from Jersey Muscle, but also looking to climb the ranks of the WFA Tag Team Division. And you see the numbers game perhaps playing a factor in this one. There are 3 men there. Only 2 will be competing officially in this matchup. You see the size difference. You heard the weight difference there. This team giving up 80 pounds to Jersey Muscle. But it's not the size that always counts. Craftiness, a sly, sound strategy and game plan is all it takes sometimes. And there it is right there. Kick to the midsection to gain the early advantage rather than trying to go muscle to muscle for the tie-up, but sent for the ride instead by Steve Gibkey. Now we got a tag here coming in, gonna get himself some. Maybe not the best idea here. Trying to mock Steve Gibkey. But instead begging for mercy perhaps. Steve Gibkey gonna have none of that. Oh my goodness! He just beheaded him. Gibkey with 1 strike, and oh my goodness, flatlining the man in the corner. Coming in again for the ride now, overhead, shoots him halfway across the ring. The power of Jersey Muscle here. Now the tag to Tony Vincita. He's gonna get him some here, a little double team action, dropping that big, heavy, meaty leg across his face. But oh, Vincita looking to play some games here, looking to get his reps in. Says he's not done yet, getting some lifts in. And he is up, but oh, not for long. They're coming in to break that party up. It looks like both men are gonna try to even the odds here, but Vincita with different plans. My goodness. Both men on his own, set for a ride with the suplex. Now Vincita coming in here, firmly in control. Setting up for the ride to the opposite corner, hitting that buckle hard. And now Vincita tossing the man across the ring. He's gonna need a wristband for that ride because it's going all night long here. And oh, great tactic there, pulling him out of the corner. And now Tony Vincita eating a double clothesline. Now in control of this thing. Like I said, the numbers game sometimes with a sly sound strategy is all it takes. And we are proving it here as they're able to equalize. Tony Vincita in the corner, and oh, great shot in the corner from both men. Coming out and eats a drop kick for good measure. But Vincita, that didn't put him down, it woke him up. Vincita's up, turn around. Oh my goodness, what a shot. And a second one for good measure. Tony Vincita is eating both men alive here. Couple of splashes in the corner, throwing him into his own partner. And Gibkey's back in now. Man, listen to this Jersey Muscle. They are fired up. Gibkey leveling both men now. Phenomenal stuff from Jersey Muscle. Oh, here we go, whipping him into the corner. Oh, European uppercut to the back of the head. Solid forearm. Uh-oh. Now it looks like we are going for the ride. Vincita coming off with a high drop kick. And that is all she wrote. Jersey Muscle, ladies and gentlemen. Brick City, shot through the heart. Look out. And speaking of looking out, these men trying to get their shots in after the fact. But if they haven't realized yet, I think the whole locker room needs to realize you do not want to cross. Oh my goodness. You do not want to cross Jersey Muscle. And it looks like they're not done yet. You want some? Come get some. Oh, what a spear. Steve Gibkey, Tony Vincita. Remember, Jersey Muscle So I feel like they're going to be chomping at some gold very, very soon here in the WFA. What a put-together tag team. Absolutely stacked. Total packages. Main event time here on WFA Reborn, and I've said it before, this is the one we have been waiting months for. Brandon Locke became obsessed with chasing the WFA gold, failed time and time again, and rather than taking accountability, he has blamed management, he has blamed the It Factor, Scott Reed, his former friend, his former partner, and it has now come to this, a very personal rivalry between two of the very best the WFA has to offer. And you see that baseball bat Brandon Locke is carrying, usually in the hands of Scott Reed. That is the bat of their trainer, Mofo Steve Bradley, who is no longer with us. Scott Reed carries that with a badge of honor. And Brandon Locke has stolen it. He is in possession. But it's about much more than a baseball bat, much more than about Steve Bradley. This thing is so personal, it has been escalating for months. Brandon Locke, as you see Dope and Filthy there, Brandon Locke has stolen some of Scott Reed's students from the wrestling school and has taken them under his wing and has brainwashed them to do his bidding. And that's why we're in the scenario we are in here tonight, folks. And you hear the crowd fired up, as they should be. One of the favorites here in WFA, the It Factor, Scott Reed. The weight of the world on this man's shoulders, trying to manage a company, manage egos, manage a wrestling school, manage his own professional wrestling career. He's lost so much pursuing his dreams. And now, having to come to this to settle such a personal score, one-on-one in the ring. This isn't just another wrestling match. So much heaviness to this thing. And wait a minute, there's Scott Reed looking under the ring here. The odds are against them. 3 men in the ring and a baseball bat. Scott Reed's got a steel chair to hopefully even up the odds on this one. You see Dope and Filthy taking a bow out of the ring. Miguel Reels as well has left. And now here we go, one-on-one, the moment we have been waiting for. This is going to be an epic clash of titans. And we got the referee calling in more officials here. We want these weapons out of the way. It is supposed to be a singles match. We don't want any foreign objects involved in this thing, but the crowd does want to see them fight. I don't think it's a smart decision, as heated as this is and as personal as this is. When you start involving weapons, some very poor decisions will be made that could cost men their careers, their lives, their health, everything. Let's set these things aside. There we go. We got control of the bat. And Scott Reed. Oh! Brandon Locke was looking to get the jump on Scott Reed, but Reed saw him coming. He knows exactly how Brandon Locke works nowadays. And the bell has rung. It's main event time, folks. All right, this is as big as it gets. Beautiful drop kick there from Reed. And Brandon Locke going to the outside to recompose himself. And there's the numbers game. Dope and Filthy getting the answer, though. And Miguel Rios eating a drop kick as well. Scott Reed not letting those numbers get to him, at least not yet. Now Reed chasing after Brandon Locke on the outside. Oh! And this thing has spilled out very quickly into a chaotic situation. Scott Reed going after Locke in the audience. He's got a hold of the man who has been a thorn in his side for a very long time. Locke has been calling him out again and again and again to step up and be a man. And I guess this is how men handle things. Reed again with a knife edge chop. There's the shirt comes off of Brandon Locke. You are hearing those knife edge chops echo throughout Concord, New Hampshire tonight. Shot after shot. Brandon Locke maybe regretting some choices he's made in life as of late. Uh-oh, the crowd calling for one more. Looks like Scott Reed is going to oblige. Oh my goodness, a solid shot. That big meaty forearm driving through the back of Brandon Locke, who will not be feeling like the real deal right about now. Now Scott Reed throwing Locke back ringside. The fans are getting their money's worth here tonight. Front row seats to all the action. You don't want to miss the WFA, ladies and gentlemen. Now it looks like Brandon Locke back in the ring. Scott Reed looking to follow. And Brandon Locke, what a coward as the bell rings and we're officially underway here. Trying to back off and beg and plead and ask for forgiveness. But this has gone way too far at this point. And it was nothing but games there being played by Locke, but Reed having none of it. Hammering away at Locke, sending him to the corner, dropping him with a clothesline. Scott Reed is firmly in control. Back elbow now, just throwing Brandon Locke around like an absolute ragdoll here in this situation. Eating the buckle and a splash in the corner. The In Factor proving exactly why he is just that. Oh, got it up and over there. Brandon Locke saw that one coming, but Reed again having an answer for any and everything Brandon Locke was trying to throw at him. But oh! A great equalizer there. Scott Reed was looking to go up top. Brandon Locke capitalizing it now. He's going to send Scott Reed for the ride. There he goes. And now Brandon Locke has a minute to finally compose himself. Shake those cobwebs off, get things together, lick those wounds. And he's got to get a game plan going here if he wants to put away Reed and back up all that trash talk he's been talking for months now. Miguel Rios, Dope and Filthy, ringside. Oh, Brandon Locke, what's he got planned here? He's got Reed in a precarious situation. Oh my goodness! Smashing him into that guardrail unprotected. And the total complexion of this thing has changed, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon Locke now has Scott Reed exactly where he wants him. His confidence is back, and he is in the driver's seat of this thing. Crowd firmly behind Reed. Brandon Locke looking to finish this thing in the ring, as he should. That's the only way to get the job done here tonight and back up all his claims. But Reed only giving him a 1 count after that. That was an attempt, ladies and gentlemen, to try to bruise the ego of Brandon Locke, who thought he had it. Scott Reed knew exactly what he was doing there to try to make Brandon Locke irate. Now Brandon Locke with the mind game as well, starting to trash talk Reed in the ring here, as Scott Reed trying to refocus. But man, his head got absolutely rocked against those steel guardrails. And you see him getting driven into the buckle there. Something wrong with Scott Reed. Curious if there was some neck damage perhaps done. Maybe something in his back or his shoulder area, I don't know. But when he hit that buckle, he reacted a little bit more than usual, and that tells me that Scott Reed is very, very hurt right now, and Brandon Locke is loving it. Scott Reed struggling to find the ropes, never mind pull himself up. I think this match has very much changed, and Brandon Locke, oh my goodness, right on the back of his head, ladies and gentlemen. I mentioned being hurt before. Brandon Locke knows it, and he is picking his spots now. Adding insult to injury. Look at Scott Reed. He doesn't know where he is. This referee should get involved here and decide whether or not it's important to stop this thing, because it's only going to get more dangerous from here with Brandon Locke in control and his ego as inflated as it is. Scott Reed really in a world of hurt here. Brandon Locke. You know what? Maybe he is the real deal. I'm not doubting his credentials. Brandon Locke is very put together as a professional wrestler. He is a bona fide superstar. He is championship material. But blaming Scott Reed for 2 losses against Mosh Pit and turning it into all of this, absolutely disgusting behavior and very unbecoming of somebody who wants to be the top guy in a promotion, as we see Scott Reed starting to fight back now with some solid shots to the jaw, but Brandon Locke having an answer for that and cutting him off before he gets too much momentum, and a 2 count there. The frustration spilling out again from Brandon Locke, whose short temper has cost him anything and everything here in the WFA since making his return. But perhaps looking to capitalize and regain everything all in one night. If he can beat Scott Reed tonight, he proves all the doubters wrong. He silences all the critics, and he perhaps is the man that should take the WFA in his grasp. Staying on top of Scott Reed, Brandon Locke is loving every second of this. The crowd trying to will Scott Reed to his feet, and man, he is trying. I don't know what sort of injury was sustained there, but Scott Reed not letting up. Too much at stake here. His company, his pride, ego perhaps, but oh, Brandon Locke getting the better of that exchange on the suplex. So we got a cover here, that could be it. 2, oh! Brandon Locke smartly turning Scott Reed during that pin, trying to hide the shoulders in case there was just a kick out of desperation there. Wanted to score that 3 count ever so badly, but we've seen it time and time again. The fire of Scott Reed is what keeps WFA burning alive. Brandon Locke looking to extinguish the flame, but it just burns so brightly in the heart and soul of the It Factor. Brandon Locke now measuring Scott Reed, kick to the midsection. He's got Reed up on the ropes in the corner, but perhaps fighting a little bit too much time here. I don't think that was enough to keep the man down. Brandon Locke telling the fans exactly what he thinks of them. Instead should be focused on his opponent, and there you go, it cost him big time there. Could have cost him his manhood even. Hung up on the ropes in a precarious position as Scott Reed now looking desperately to get back to his feet, pulling that massive frame up. But again on Dream Streak, man, did he get hurt in this matchup. Now meeting center of the ring here. Both men up, and Brandon Locke, this is not the position he wanted to be in at this point in the matchup. No, having to go blow for blow with the man. Oh man, Reed cannot take too many more of those shots. Oh, Brandon Locke with a forearm. Scott Reed with a forearm and sends Brandon Locke to the mat. Here we go. The It Factor dialing it in now. Hammering away at Brandon Locke, shooting him off the ropes. No, reverse by Locke. Reed though, oh my goodness, out of nowhere, what was that? Beautiful Rana. The height he got on that thing, oh! Hip toss into a neck breaker. My goodness, the offense of this man to him. There's a reason he's the It Factor, ladies and gentlemen. The fire inside of that man. He is up to his feet. The range in his arsenal. The reason he's world traveled. And oh, looking for Rana. Gibson gets cut off with a power bomb. Stacked high. That's it. No, Reed somehow powering out of it. Keeping this thing going. The fight is still alive. What a matchup, ladies and gentlemen. And we are not done yet as Brandon Locke contemplates what to do next. What's the next step needed to try to crush Scott Reed and everything that he has built? Looking under the ring here. Finds a steel chair, perhaps the one Scott Reed introduced early before this thing got officially underway. But this is going to cost him the matchup if he uses the steel chair. Referee giving him a warning now. And oh, look at this. We've seen this before. Brandon Locke setting up that steel chair in the corner. The referee again trying to admonish him. But you see the look in Brandon Locke's eyes. The trance that he is in, fixated on ending everything Scott Reed has ever built in his life. Trying to end his legacy, his career, and perhaps his company. If Brandon Locke isn't the man, then nobody can. Oh, wait a minute here. Backfire, big time on him. Now the patented power slam from Scott Reed. Cover, count, that's it. Oh. Somehow, someway, Brandon Locke getting that left shoulder up at the very last second. And this match continues yet again. Scott Reed perhaps up to his feet though. Perhaps the beginning of the end for the real deal. As his student, Dope and Filthy, takes it in. Yes, indeed, looking to finish him off here. Has him. Hook not quite though. Brandon Locke able to escape it. Oh, that cutter. And now we got the cover. 1, 2, is that it? No. Reed somehow getting the left shoulder up. Brandon Locke usually likes hitting a stunner. Wasn't able to sit up properly though. So we didn't get exactly what he wanted out of Scott Reed, which perhaps would have been the end. And Dope and Filthy, look at this, holding his trainer, but instead backfiring. Locke nailing him. Reed with the cover. Count. 3, that's it. And oh, like a pack of dogs, Miguel reels the Dope and Filthy. Scott Reed just bested Brandon Locke despite his best efforts. And they cannot believe it. And they're going to attack him like they always have. But wait a minute, there's Superfan John Austin looking to make the save here. Oh, but just getting leveled by Brandon Locke. Gotta admit the guts of young John Austin here. And oh, it looks like he's going to get sent for the ride. With the slam. Driven down hard, center of the ring. And it looks like Brandon Locke is not done. He was embarrassed here. This was his moment, his crowning achievement, looking to finish off Scott Reed, and instead got beat again. And now looking to end it one way or another here, taking it to Scott Reed, who again has perhaps sustained a very serious injury here tonight in this matchup. And oh, the music hits. Wait a minute. Adam Barrisano?
I'm tired of you, Brandon Brandon Locke. I'm tired of you and all of these people. I'm tired of you.
Adam Barisano, we have not seen for months here in the WFA. Coming to the aid of Scott Reed of all people, but a lot of history, of course, with Brandon Locke as well. It looks like he's fired up. He's going to answer with a steel chair here to try to even up the odds. He's got that chair. Wait a minute. Come on. Come on. We already had the numbers advantage, but now you're adding Adam Barisano? That son of a... Oh, my goodness. Chair to the midsection. And look at Barisano here. That snake. Always taking it to the next level as they send the referee to the outside, and that's going to cost Brandon Locke a few $1,000s. Look at Miguel Rios, it's open filthy, handcuffing Scott Reed at the commands of Adam Barisano and Brandon Locke. Is this a new alliance here? It looks like Adam Barisano's gonna speak now. I can't believe what we're seeing here. Scott Reed got the win. Oh, we remember you all right. We gotta get some help out here.
Your jury and your executioner. That's right. What you are looking at right now is Plan A/B in motion. I want you all to hail down to Adam Barisano. Get used to this space because I am your WFA General Manager.
I can't believe what we are seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. A dark cloud has just circled back over WFA in the form of Adam Barisano.
This company belongs to Adam Barisano and the real deal Brandon Locke. Barisano starts today. Too damn easy.
A dark storm. We need to get Reed uncuffed here. The WFA is about to see a whole lot of chaos as poison has just been injected into the veins of this company. And Scott Reed is going to have his hands very full for the time being. There's a shot. Locke and Barisano together is bad news for everybody. Folks, make sure you subscribe. Next week, we've got the highly anticipated Kayla Carroll and Vile matchup. Channing Thomas takes on Jermaine Marbury, and we're going to see the debut of Jeriel Rivera. Thanks for joining us this week. We'll catch y'all next time on WFA Reborn.